Salutations everyone. Ever wanted to know everything that mattered in 1 week? Well, here you go. The first bit of news, Arkham Knight was announced, coming out later this year on solely the next-gen platforms, as well as PC, I assume. The sequel to the Arkham series, Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, takes place 5 years after Arkham City. I didn't play Arkham Origins. I heard it was okay, but not as good as the other two. And the big thing that I took out of this was Kevin Conroy's coming back. That's right, Kevin Conroy, that dude right there. Kevin Conroy, the Batman, coming back to voice the legend that he created. He was absent for Arkham Origins, along with Mark Hamill. I didn't expect this, but Kevin Conroy's coming back. Super pumped about that. Also, all the new additions. The size of the city is astronomically larger than it was in Arkham City. 50 times more characters, in the streets at a time. You have the Penguin, you have the Joker, you have the Batmobile being finally integrated into, one of the Arkham games, which is really great. So there's going to be driving portions, a lot of, different ways you interact with that, as well as, the Riddler challenges, as well as a new villain, a brand new villain, one that hasn't ever been created before, which is what the title refers to, Arkham Knight. Not Batman himself, but some other character that Jeff Johns actually helped create for the game, a very, very good comic book writer, one of my personal favorites. So a lot to be hyped up about. It's next gen, like all the new, interfaces, the Batmobile, a brand new character. Some of you might be like, new character, someone who isn't from the comics, how can that be good? Well, last time there was a character that was created for Batman that wasn't from the comics. That character became super popular, and you could play as her if you pre-ordered the game. So, I have high hopes for this game. Kevin Conroy, Arkham, Batman, Next Gen, Batmobile, I'm done. And stirring up some rumors for themselves, BioWare, from Ann Flynn on Twitter, piqued the interest of many people when they were like, oh, I hear some people are interested in a trilogy of the Mass Effect series coming to Xbox One and PlayStation 4. That's cool. Obviously, they're thinking about it. That would be awesome. It would make me buy the game because I'm just a huge Mass Effect fan. They were all great. And to have it, in a greater definition, it's just, and, achievements as well. I'd have no choice but to play it again. And, this would be nice. Could just kind of wet our whistle until, we could get the new Mass Effect game, which hasn't officially been announced yet, but we know it's coming, at least an announcement, hopefully in the next year and a half. And so we know that the next standalone iteration will be a long ways away. So if we can get, an HD Trilogy remake on the new consoles, that would be much appreciated and, help hold us over for, as long as it takes. And in sort of, it's gaming news, but it's not really, but it's got gaming stuff in it. Microsoft has unveiled Cortana, which is their answer to Siri on the Windows smartphones. Its codename is Cortana right now. Don't know if that's going to be the end official name, but that's what they've been using so far. It's a blue ring interface, so, Cortana's blue, the ring is blue. You could also set it to, personalize. She can make her call you Master Chief and all this other nice stuff. So, hopefully, the voice is good and, the interface works out. And if it ends up being what we all want it to be, that would be pretty snazzy, having your own little Cortana on your phone. It'd be nice if we had hologram projection technology too, but, one step at a time. And with the preeminent fall of Titanfall, Xbox is releasing an update to the interface on March 11th to coincide with release of that game, improving many things, many much needed things that should have been this way from launch. But it's nice to see that they're finally being addressed. You can get to your friends list a lot faster. There's less things that you have to, mess with. You get to party chat by default, Who knows why this wasn't a thing? I don't know how you can make a party chat system where you aren't talking to each other by default. Ludicrous, but thankfully that's finally being fixed. There's a recent players list, which is, going to help people, find more friends. You can, cross game chat finally. Once again, I don't know why they took so many backward steps from the 360, but at least they're being fixed finally. We could at least stop complaining about those things. Also, some, more updates to help interact with other Xbox peripherals that, have been coming out and, will continue to come out in the future. Also, some setup for your, sound system. And, it'll support Dolby Digital, finally, through all your cables, which is great. Very much needed. All coincided with the big launch of Titanfall, which is going to be a huge multiplayer experience. Which, Xbox is, really banking on being a big success. But even if you aren't playing the game, like I won't, we still have this update to finally fix a lot of the problems that we've been experiencing since launch. And also, I forgot to mention, Twitch live streaming will finally be supported on the Twitch app. It's in beta right now. It will be officially launched on the 11th. Looks pretty cool. Looks streamlined. I haven't seen a comparison on how it works compared to streaming yourself through, your own capture card. But progress there, at least. And in the, that didn't take very long news, Last of Us is getting a movie produced by Sam Raimi of, the Spider-Man trilogy fame, along with the head bosses of Naughty Dog. It's going to be about the story in the game with Joel and Ellie. So, no surprises, but that's all the information we have right now. No word on who else is attached to the project, as far as, acting or co-writing goes. But we have Sam Raimi on, attached to it, which is, could be better, could be worse. It's with the same, production company that did, Resident Evil or Silent Hill? One of those shitty video game, movie, freaking thingies. So, but it has a great source material, so hopefully, this could be translated a lot better. It has a really good story, and it definitely needs to stick to that in order to be successful and not have to rely on just, it's another zombie movie, blah, 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 blah. You need to stick to the story, you need to stick to the characters, you need good actors and good writing, and this will be a success. First of Sam Raimi's in quite a while, if it ends up being, real. And in other movie news, a Zorro reboot is coming out. It's like they have writers attached to the project now. They announced it years ago and nobody knew about it, and now they're like, hey, we got somebody to write it, so that's cool. I actually really liked the Zorro 2 movies with Antonio Banderas. I really like them. I liked the Zorro cartoon growing up. So I'd be super excited for another Zorro movie. If they get the right actors and, action and awesome grittiness that they say they're going to bring to it. They're making it's going to be a much more like Dark Knight, and that, it's going to be realistic and gritty. And it's that's cool. Just make it entertaining. I really like the Antonio Banderas films. And if you can do even better, that's great. But, that's still up in the air about, who's going to be, Zorro or stuff like that. But anyways, good news. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. That's all I have for you guys this week. It was kind of a slow news week, granted, but we did get some nice nuggets out of it. Be sure to leave your comments on any of the stories that I mentioned below, and the links to all the stories will be in the description, and I will see you guys next time.